You're a public person as well, and there was one instance in Harlem, and his reaction when those people
went away.
Got in
his car and said, I feel like I need to wash, like I'm dirt. That was, it should show you his character.
Was that the reason for including it?
Yeah, I mean, and what's the odds that you would do that in front of the camera? Like that's one of the moments where he forgot he was on tape.
One thing you never want to do in this life is cross 50 Cent, because Curtis really lives for this type of smoke. He's out here proving that if you're not dropping a full documentary on someone you can't stand, then you're not even hating at a professional level. This man has been stacking receipts on Diddy for 20 years, just chilling, watching, plotting, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
You think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
No, look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as the hip-hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that.
Like it's some long game street chess match. And now the moment finally hit. Fifth's Diddy documentary just dropped, and it's wild that he somehow got his hands on footage from Diddy's last days as a free man. This is the moment 50 been prepping for since the mixtape era, and you can tell he's enjoying every single second of it. Diddy's locked up and can't block a thing, and word is he's losing his mind behind those walls, yelling at his lawyers like the pressure finally snapped him.
Never before seen footage of Sean Diddy Combs in the days leading up to his arrest in New York last September.
You want to put stuff in my fanny pack, King?
The exclusive video obtained by Netflix shows Combs debating with his lawyers about strategy.
Listen to me.
It should show you his character.
Was that the reason for including it?
Yeah.
His legal team already ran out with a statement calling the documentary illegal, and they even tried to convince Netflix to pull it down. But meanwhile, 50 is somewhere laughing like this is prime entertainment for him. Curtis knows Netflix checks come in heavy, and love him or hate him, he knows exactly how to turn a rivalry into business. If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's gonna feel? That has to sting. Honestly, maybe Diddy shouldn't have tried to take 50 shopping back in the day, because ever since then, Curtis has kept his Timbs pressed right on that man's neck. There is literally nobody pettier on this planet, and he proves it again right here. 50 Cent teamed up with director Alexandria Stapleton to drop a 4-part documentary series called Sean Combs: The Reckoning.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business.
And it comes with never-before-seen footage from right before Diddy got arrested in New York back in September 2024. The series premiered on Netflix on December 2nd, and it features exclusive clips of Diddy on the phone arguing with his lawyers, stressing about their strategy, and telling them to find someone who knows how to handle the dirtiest business. That alone shows he knew his situation was cooked. You can practically feel the panic jumping off the screen because Diddy was moving like a man who knew the walls were closing in. He was scrambling in every direction, trying anything he could think of to keep his case from collapsing, and the stress was written all over him.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's gonna say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time.
Then there's this other moment in the doc where he's out in Harlem doing the whole man of the people act, hugging folks, shaking hands, playing hometown hero like he's the neighborhood king. But the second he steps into his car, he instantly asks for a bottle of hand sanitizer. And according to 50, that little moment exposes Diddy's whole playbook. The switch-up is crazy. Mask on for the cameras, mask off the moment he's back in his bubble, showing an attitude that completely flips the script.
Y'all, Curtis Jackson, there is nobody in this world pettier than Curtis.
When 50 was asked if he's doing all this just to settle an old grudge, he denied it and said his real mission is to show that the hip-hop community does not co-sign Diddy's behavior. He even slid in some shade at industry folks who are staying silent through all this. And honestly, that silence says a lot. And to be real, 50 isn't lying. He's not exposing Diddy or snitching. Diddy already did that to himself in court loud and clear. There's nothing in this documentary that's wilder than what the world already heard during the trial, and the man is already sentenced, so nothing on Netflix changes his fate.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
What 50 is highlighting is the industry's selective quietness, and that part hits different. 50's whole point is, if everyone keeps pretending nothing happened, it makes it look like the hip-hop community is cool with this kind of predatory behavior. And say whatever you want about 50.
Strategy. Listen to me. I'm gonna get off the phone right now, and I am gonna let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what, no matter what nobody said. Let's just here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
That he's petty, that he's dramatic, that he loves chaos. Maybe some of that is true, but he's never had any strange SA accusations or been caught doing anything weird with underage girls. Meanwhile, a lot of the rappers and moguls who stayed attached to Diddy for decades are suddenly silent because their own histories aren't exactly clean. And look, 50 can swear up and down that this isn't personal, but anyone who knows Curtis knows everything is personal with him. He treats grudges like vintage wine. The longer he stores them, the stronger they hit. Once you land on his bad side, there's no coming back from that. So at the end of the day, yes, it's absolutely personal for 50. No question about it. But at the same time, you gotta admit, 50 deserves his flowers for being one of the few industry voices calling out Diddy way before it became acceptable to say anything. So yeah, he's gloating right now. Absolutely. But can you really blame him? Back then, when he warned folks about Diddy taking men shopping, everybody rolled their eyes and called him a hater, said he was reaching, said he was obsessed. But now that so much of what he hinted at actually turned out to be true, of course he's going to stand in the spotlight and enjoy this moment. Just look at the way he reacted when someone asked what he thinks Diddy will feel after watching the documentary. Curtis knows Diddy would blow a fuse the second he even heard about this doc, and trust me, he didn't have to wait long for that reaction. According to CNN, Diddy's lawyers already sent Netflix a whole cease and desist letter claiming 50's docuseries uses stolen footage. In a statement to CNN, Diddy's spokesperson Judah Engelmeyer called the series a shameful hit piece and accused Netflix of pushing unauthorized footage that was never meant to be public. And here's a wild detail. Judah Engelmeyer used to be Harvey Weinstein's spokesperson before working for Diddy. Birds of a feather, right? Anyway, Judah told CNN that Diddy spent decades filming himself to create his own future documentary, and he claims the clips in 50's series were supposed to be part of that private project. He said Sean was making his own documentary since he was 19 years old. This footage was commissioned as part of it. But Netflix fired right back. Their spokesperson said director Alexandra Stapleton obtained every piece of footage legally. Plain and simple. But Diddy's team is heated. In their cease and desist letter, his lawyers threatened legal action, writing, "As you are undoubtedly aware, Mr. Combs has not hesitated to take legal action against media entities and others who violate his rights, and he will not hesitate to do so against Netflix." They even added that it was staggering Netflix worked with 50 Cent, calling him a longtime adversary with a personal vendetta who has spent too much time slandering Mr. Combs. Vendetta or not, 50 is loving every second of this spotlight, and he's still trolling Diddy hard on Instagram. He recently posted a clip from his Good Morning America interview, and in the caption he wrote, "One feud. I put 2 of his kids in my scripted TV shows. I just didn't like him. He said fruity-ish to me. I don't like that." That's classic 50 right there. Direct, blunt, and unbothered. Meanwhile, Diddy is spiraling behind bars because there's literally nothing he can do about this documentary dropping. He lost control of the narrative, and 50 walked away with the win. Now you've got people online saying 50 should have thought about Diddy's kids and how this doc might affect them, especially the daughters. But let's be real. Diddy wasn't thinking about how his behavior affected his own kids while he was out here doing what he was doing. And he definitely didn't think about other people's kids. If he had made better choices from the jump, he'd be at home raising his family instead of watching all this unfold from a cell. You can't throw a rock and then hide your hand. That's not how accountability works. Now I want to know what you think about this documentary. Have you started watching it yet, or are you saving it for the weekend? Drop a comment, hit like, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns just like this.